All right, hello, welcome to day 21 of the 2024 Advent Calendar. I'm Anthony. I will be your captain for tonight. Man, last night, how good was that? Chris is going to edit this bottle name out because it's definitely not going to be the Michter Single Barrel Rye. He's gonna give y'all some absolute shit, and not the Michter Single Barrel because it's too good. So, hey, whatever you had last night kind of sucked, didn't it?
Welcome.
Okay, so we are day 21. Okay, kind of a dark, very dark color, I'd say, or medium dark. Okay. So this is definitely a bourbon or a rye.
Yeah.
It's kind of balanced on the nose. It's not overly. I'm not picking up a ton of like ethanol on the like. There's not a lot of alcohol on the nose, so I don't think it's necessarily super high proof just based on the nose. So I'm gonna say maybe it's like 100 to 110, just on the nose, because it doesn't burn. It actually smells pretty good. A little bit sweet. Like a little bit of like bread, almost like a little bit of like yeasty bread, but it's kind of like just down the middle. It's like not overly sweet, it's not overly tart or like pickly like a rye. It's just kind of like a little bit of yeast. Okay, let's taste it. Okay, so this one I think it's a bourbon. I'm gonna say a little bit lower proof than the other ones that I've had recently. I'll say maybe it's like 105. It's good. It's fairly smooth. It almost gives me a little bit of like Jim Beam kind of vibes. Like it's got a little bit of like that peanut, kind of like earthy, nutty flavors to it. It's not like light and bright and spicy like you get on like a lot of like the Four Roses or maybe some of like the Weller stuff that's like weeded. It's a little bit more earthy, like a little bit more nutty. It doesn't necessarily blow me away. I'm not sipping this thinking it's like amazing. So I'm gonna give this maybe like a solid B. A little bit nutty, smooth, proof point maybe like 105-ish. It's okay. Again, I think it's a B. I think it's maybe like a $50, $60 bottle. I think I know what it is just because we're down to 5 bottles and I know it's not one. So it's down to 4 bottles. I think I know what it is. I think it might be the Stellum, only because I think it's the one bottle that might be left that I just remember seeing at some point. I mean, honestly, there's like a few dozen things that I think it could be. Okay, so maybe it's not the Stellum. That'll be probably a different night. Okay, so Chris is gonna hand me the bottle. Give me the bottle.
This bottle's gonna fuck with you.
You didn't say.
Because it feels like a stone bottle.
Or boogers.
Man, you want to talk about some fucking generic ass bottles? I think this Stellum's bottle's kind of like this. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have seen what this bottle might have been at some point. Fuck. Okay. Now that I think about it, I think I know what other bottle's in there that has this generic ass shape. And man, I'm going to really eat my fucking words if it's what I think it is. Is this the Shanks? So I'm going off my memory. I do remember there is a Shanks in the calendar, and it does have this very generic ass bottle shape. Then again, the Stellum has this very generic ass bottle shape. So, fuck. I'm gonna look and see if it's the Shanks. Okay. I was like trying to think so hard what it was. Okay, so Shanks. Okay, so Sour Mash. Yeah. I mean, okay, so Shanks, never had it before. Pretty low proof at 91.2. It's a sour mash whiskey. Like Chris said, not entirely sure where it's sourced from. Maybe it's full Michter's. Maybe it's not full Michter's. It does only say bottled by Michter's on the back of this bottle.
95% is not.
It only says bottled by Michter's on the back. So if it doesn't say distilled and bottled by, this is probably sourced from, who knows where it's from. Yeah, sure, it's a B. Again, I could drink this every day. This is a very good daily drinker at 91.2 proof. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, this is day 21. Shanks by Michter's. Hope you enjoyed it.